Hey, so we're back at this property. It's a new permission. I have found some pretty cool relics here, but out of this gigantic property, I'm kind of spending my time of narrowing it down to this section that has been clear cut of woods that used to be a thick forest. And it's insane. You go a couple feet and you're on to another relic. So I'm excited to see what we can come up with today, and let's go digging.
All right, so this is a 6D. I don't know, kind of deep. Maybe I would prefer it to be a little bit more deep. Yeah, see, I've already got it out of the plug. It's not real deep. Yeah, I'm not going to be thrilled with this one. Looks like a coin. Penny. And it's a Lincoln Memorial. So, not what I'm looking for. So, I'm just starting out here. So, this area that I'm detecting right here has just been clear cut. All the lumber has been removed very recently. So I would say it's allowing me to move around a little bit easier, but it's almost not, because as you can see, there's just fallen branches and limbs everywhere. So trying to swing around it is pretty difficult, but it's a really good spot. So I'm going to take my time. There's no telling how old these trees are, the stumps of the trees that were cut down. But some of them could be old, others, pine trees, they grow super fast and then they're cut down. So I'm trying to hit around the trunks too, or the trunks of the trees. Really anywhere I can swing, I'm trying to get in here and detect. So on to the next. All right, so there's a deep target down in here. It's not really giving me much, really faint. Obviously it's deep, but yeah, see, now I remove some dirt. Now I'm getting something here. This is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. It's old, it's deep. It's at the base of this tree that's been cut down. You just got to work your way through these roots. So, yeah, I think here I got it out of the hole. Is that a bullet? Yes, sir, that is a bullet. Yeah, that's awesome. So I need to figure out what type this is. It's not a 3-ring mini ball. It's smaller. And I have found a few just like this. Beautiful bullet. And the thing is that I know that the Union held this ground for a period of time, but I also know that the Confederates did too. So Confederate, and I'm thinking this is a Confederate bullet, but I don't know. I'm going to look more into it. But this is awesome. This is awesome. This is what I'm looking for. It's around these old trunks of the trees. And I just think this area is untouched. Man, I wish I could find a belt plate. That is my bucket list. Confederate belt plate's number 1 on the list. Union number 2, and a North Carolina Sunburst button is number 3 on my list. But just saying, I'll take any relic I can find out here. It's all good. Civil War relics. I'm not picky. Alright, on to the next. Alright, around 55. And it's deep, so that's good. But see, I can already tell we're tangled up in roots here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks like the trunk of a tree is right here. Huh, I'm just thinking it almost looks... I don't think it's not the same cluster. No, I thought it was the same cluster of 3 tree trunks that I had dug at before, but it's not. Alright, so this is tricky. Here we go. This is in between tree roots. Can't just put your shovel in there because it's in between all these roots of varying sizes. I gotta head back to my truck. I realized my water bottle that I carry in my fines pouch. I'm out of water. So not too far from the truck, but I'm gonna head back and grab some water. And when I do, I'm gonna grab my pruning shears, my little hand pruning shears. I think it'll work well since I'm digging in a lot of these old tree roots. I could help to... Okay, looks like I got something out. Is that a bullet? Yeah, man, that's a bullet. That is a bullet, and that bullet is flattened out. Yep. So these are what I'm finding here. These bullets here are... Let me see. I was about to say they don't have rings on them, but... Let me see here. Those rings? No, I don't think they have rings, but I think it's a 54 caliber rifle round. Could be Confederate or Union. This one right here, with the way it's totally flattened out, that looks like if it's fired into dirt, if it hit dirt, or could be a tree, but I suspect it went into the dirt. But that's pretty cool. Now that's right on the surface. That's a 73. Not excited because it's on the surface, but with all of the heavy equipment in here, cutting these trees down and stuff, it moved dirt, so it definitely could have brought things up to the surface. Nah, but not to be. That's some kind of aluminum can. I got a strong signal kind of right at the base of this clump of trees and under these vines. Jeez. It's like a 40 something, high 40s. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to stop and take a picture of that. See that? That's a bullet right there. That is a bullet sticking right out. Oh, shoot. There it is. Okay, I'm going to stop and take a picture. So I'll be back. Alright, back with you. Bullets out of the piece of mud. Let's see what kind this is. So this is not a 3-ring mini ball. I think this is going to be a 54 caliber. Let's see the back of it, the base. See, this is good to find this one in the condition that it's in, because I think that this is potentially a dropped version of these other bullets that I've been digging that have impacted. So that's cool to find one that is, yeah, it's dropped. It doesn't have enough damage on it to have been fired. So, yeah, maybe I can get some measurements off of it and confirm definitively what this is. But there is a lot more out here, so I'm going to go find them. All right, this is like a 30 range. But as I kneel down to dig, I see this right here. This is a from a arrow. Hopefully that's not what I'm detecting as the other part of this arrow. I'll tell you, you definitely have only a certain number of targets a day you can dig. I mean, that's obvious. That's any time you go out. So you want to be selective. You want to obviously not dig trash. But when you're digging around and every target is inside these roots like this, it just limits the amount you can dig each day. So if you can be selective and know how to discriminate garbage, then you're better off. Yeah, see? That's exactly what it was. The other part of that arrow. Alright, on to the next. It's like a 45, but it's not as deep. It's not as deep as I want. Look at that. Jeez. Yeah, so we're like, I don't know, we're like 8 feet away from where we just dug the end of that arrow, and then here we go. Now we got the broadhead to it. That sucks because I don't really want to. I got to be careful now carrying this thing around in my finds pouch. So I just got to be super careful. I don't end up cutting my glove or my finger. All right, let's keep going. All right, that's a good signal. Looks a little funny on the 2D screen, like it's not super solid, but the numbers are right for a bullet. But let's see what happens when we take a little bit of the dirt off the top. See if it cleans up that picture on the 2D screen. It's actually showing potential of lead too, so. Alright, something's down there. I'm sorry, I said lead, I meant iron. Alright, I think I got it right here. Sounds like a bullet. That is a bullet. See if that was the only thing. Yeah, I don't get anything else in there, but yeah, it was showing a flash of iron. So what do we got? Okay, so this is different than... This is a 3-ring mini ball. This is different than some of the other bullets I'm finding here. Yep. Yep, that's a 3-ring mini ball. You can see on it pretty clearly. This has impacted something. I would venture to say that's not a tree that it hit. I've had people comment here and there. You know, it's an open discussion. My stance on this is I'm respectful when I'm out here. I know where I'm detecting. I know what happened here. I know people lost their lives. So I want to show respect for that, and I try doing that in the care that I take. But that's just not, that thought's not lost on me, of what happened and more than likely what occurred with this bullet. I don't sell what I find. To me, they're just special to keep in my collection, and that's that. Just want to say that because, you know, everyone's got their opinions about it. I haven't got, you know, bad comments on it, but that's important to me. I did a video where I visited my great-grandfather's grave, who was a Civil War soldier, and I touched on that topic there at his headstone. But yeah, pretty cool find, and a 3-ring mini ball. So we're finding a variation of different bullets out here, which makes sense considering both Confederates and Union were right in this area. So on to the next. Okay, between 50 and 52, that's it right there for a bullet. Good depth, perfect signal. Yeah, I'm trying to pay attention to, you know, deep targets and just quiet little blips on my detector. But I'm telling you, this Manticore hits hard. The targets for today are just, they're pretty heavy targets. Like, they just jump right out at you. So that's cool. Okay, got it in my hand. And I got a bullet. I got a bullet. What kind of bullet? It's looking like a 3-ringer to me, but let's see. Yeah, looks like a 3-ringer. 3-ring mini ball that struck something. Yep, that made contact. There we go. Huh. Looks like a... I don't know. I don't think I made that gouge in the bullet, but obviously whatever it did was more recent because you can see the actual gray lead, whereas the rest of it is that white oxidation. So, yeah, this is sweet. Like I was saying, I'm trying to pay attention to just slight little sounds on my detector, but every single one of these bullets is just ringing out. So, where there's bullets, there's got to be other relics. So, very cool. I'll take it. On to the next. Yeah, I gotta get down in there. Just dealing with these roots. All right. Ah, I feel something down there. Yeah, that's deep. All right, here we go. Target's in my hand. Target was in my hand and I dropped it. All right, I think that's a bullet, but it feels small. Let's see, what are you? Jeez. Yeah, definitely a bullet with that thing. That thing. Flat as a pancake. Now this looks like it hit a tree. I'll show you here. You can see the base of it. So you can see the base, but the whole thing is just completely flattened out and mushroomed. Totally flattened out. So with an impact like that, where it's just really rounded on the front like that, that to me looks like it struck a tree. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, and that was deep too. So I'm going to keep moving because there's just a lot of targets right around here. So I'll keep digging. On to the next. Perfect number. Deep. Alright, so we're gonna have to get some right at the base of this tree. So I'm gonna have to move some of this brush out of the way. There's a fallen tree. Now let's go dig through some roots. Yeah, see, I can already, right at the base of this trunk of this tree, I'm getting a signal on the pinpointer, so, yeah, see. Thick roots. I think I might get lucky. This thing might be right in between two gigantic roots. I got it. There it is. Bullet. Bullet, bullet. Get it in the sun here. Yeah, so this is, let's see, what are you? Just from the feel of it, it feels like another one of those smaller 54 caliber rifle rounds. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You can see, definitely fired. It definitely hit something. It hit right on the side. Flattened it out right there on the side. So
as you can see, there are just a variety of different Civil War bullets. The Union were issued rounds, bullets during the Civil War, but they used so many different types of rifles And then the Confederates, there were a lot of their supplies that the Confederates stole, and then the Union stole from the Confederates. So both sides were using each other's ammos at different times during the Civil War. But especially on the Confederate side, when this thing all started, it was a ragtag group. They were grabbing the rifle or the musket off the mantle at home. So it wasn't an actual organized army like the Union Army was at the beginning. The Confederates started to be supplied, and they had different, over the 4 years of the Civil War, they had different manufacturers. But on the same battlefield as you're seeing, to find such a variety of different bullets, they're shooting different weapons, which is kind of crazy to when you think in terms of today's military. But it's very interesting digging here, and it's almost like every hole is not only a different bullet, obviously, but they tell a story. It's a different type of bullet. You see how it impacted. Just very interesting.